Okay, in the last class we have discussed about the reactions of acids with metal carbonates, metal hydrogen carbonates and with the carbonates. So now we have discussed about the neutralization reaction. Okay, neutralization reaction. What is a neutralization reaction? It is nothing but an acid to base reactions. Neutralization reaction is nothing but acid base reactions. Okay, this is so. How can we test it is a neutralization reaction? So we will take an activity that is nothing but take 2 ml of dilute HCl solution. Dilute sodium hydroxide solution, that is nothing but NaOH solution. So and add 1 drop of phenolphthalein indicator. Add 1 drop of phenolphthalein indicator. Do you all know about the phenolphthalein indicator? So add 1 drop to the 2 ml of sodium hydroxide solution. What will observe? So here observe the color of the solution. What do you observe the color of the solution? Okay, if you observe, it will be turns like a red or pink color solution. What will you observe? It will turns into the red or pink color. Why? Because here it shows that the sodium hydroxide is a base. It shows that sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH. Sodium hydroxide is a base solution. It is a base solution. What is given? Now add dilute HCl solution to the above solution drop by drop. Okay, add to this solution. First of all, what we have to do? We have to take a test tube and add. What we have to add? 2 ml of first of all 2 ml of sodium hydroxide solution here. It is a base solution and add 1 drop of phenolphthalein solution. So phenolphthalein solution 1 drop. So if we add phenolphthalein solution 1 drop to the sodium hydroxide solution, what will happen? It changes the color of an pink or red. Pink or red color. It will be changed. So in this above activity, we have to add dilute HCl solution. So add dilute HCl solution slowly, drop by drop. Is there any change of the color of the solution? Is there any change if we add 2 drops? If we add to this solution here, pink color disappears. What will happen? Pink color will be disappears due to the reaction of sodium hydroxide, that is nothing but a base solution. Okay, pink color disappears with pink color disappears with what acid? HCl solution. With HCl solution. Here in the formation of sodium hydroxide solution, we add phenolphthalein, 1 drop of phenolphthalein, so it changes into the pink color. So while we add it to the diluted HCl solution, to this solution, it disappears the pink color solution. Okay, it disappears. In the previous we have observed that a color pink color. Okay, so while we add to the hydrogen chloride acid, it will disappear. Why? Because here pink color disappears due to a sodium hydroxide is a base. If we add to the acid, it will disappear the color and it will be neutralize this reaction. So and what will happen? In the above activity, I have observed that the pink color disappears on adding HCl because sodium hydroxide is completely reacted with hydrochloric acid. So the effect of base is nullified by an as pink color reappears on adding a drop of sodium hydroxide solution. So what will happen? The effect of solution, the sodium hydroxide solution, pink color. Again, what will if the pink color is disappear, now we have to add some more sodium hydroxide solution to this solution. Again the pink color will be reappears. Then if we add this sodium hydroxide solution to the HCl, it disappears the pink color. So add some more sodium hydroxide solution. What will happen? It will reappear the pink color. So this process is known as an neutralization reactions. Okay. So how can we write this equation? So that is we can see the chemical reaction NaOH, sodium hydroxide plus what is it taken? HCl. Okay. If we add sodium hydroxide to the HCl, we get sodium chloride. We got sodium chloride plus water. What we have got in? Sodium chloride plus H2O. So sodium hydroxide is a base. HCl, it is an acid. If we do base plus acid, we get what we get? Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is a salt. What is it? Salt plus H2O is nothing but water. Okay, salt plus water. This reaction is known as an neutralization reaction. Okay. Now we have discussed about the reactions of acids with metal oxides. How metal oxides react with acids. Let us see. So reaction of acids with metal oxides. Now we have discussed about the reaction of acids with metal oxides. How the acids are react with metal oxides. For that we have to take an activity, that is activity 6. Take a small amount of copper oxide. Okay, take a small amount of copper oxide. Copper oxide we can write it as CuBo. Okay, in a beaker. Take a copper oxide in a beaker and slowly add dilute HCl acid while stirring. Okay, let us see. Take a beaker. Okay, take a beaker and add some copper oxide and add dilute HCl solution slowly and while stirring. Okay, we have to mix it the solution with the copper oxide. Okay, copper oxide. What do you observe the changes in this solution? What do you observe in this solution? Is there any observation? Is there? Let us see. Is there any color will be observed? Let us see. How do you observe in the above reaction? You notice that the copper oxide present in a beaker dissolves in a dilute HCl. This copper oxide will be dissolved while we stirring to the dilute HCl solution. Dilute HCl solution. This copper oxide will be dissolved in this solution. So, and here the solution will form a color of an becomes a bluish green. Do you all of you know about the bluish green color? Okay, so this solution will becomes a bluish green color. Okay, that is nothing but this color. Okay, so this general reaction between a metal oxide and an acid can be written as, let us see how can be written as. So copper oxide it is a metal oxide. This is a metal oxide. If we react with metal oxide with an acid, the reactants of a metal oxide with an acid, we get the product as in salt and water. What we get? Salt and water. Let us check for this above example. That is, what we have taken the metal oxide? That is CuO plus acid. What we have taken the acid? What we have taken? Dilute HCl. Dilute HCl nothing but 2HCl. Okay. Di means 2. So we have written as 2 HCl. Okay. So this is a reactants and what are the products? It will become a salt and water. Water we can be written as H2O. So now here 2S are completed. What will happen? So here salt is copper chloride, CuCl2. Okay. What is the salt here? Copper chloride. Copper chloride is a salt for this above reactions. Well, we react with in metal oxide. We have taken the copper oxide as a metal oxide and we have react with HCl, dilute HCl. We can came a salt of a copper chloride and with along with a water solution. Okay, this is about the reaction of acid with metal oxides. Now we have learned about the preparation of solutions. Preparation of solutions of glucose, okay, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acids, like that. Okay, how can we prepare these solutions? So while we are doing this activity 7, okay, so we have to take about the page number 76 and check about the activity 7. That is C. Prepare the solutions of glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid, etc. Connect two different colored electrical wires to a graphite. Okay, what we have to do? We have to take so let us take So let us see for this above activity, connect two different colored electrical wires to two different colors. Let us take it is a blue and it is a red. Okay. Let us take any two color wires and connect to the electrical wires to the graphite rod separately in a 100 ml beaker. 100 ml beaker. So we have to connect to the graphite rods. These two are the graphite rods. So connect the current electrical wires to these graphite rods. So now connect the free ends of the wire to 200 volts of AC plug. So we have to connect for a 230 volts. 230 volts of an AC plug. Okay, active current plug we have to connect. Okay, so now let us see, complete the circuit as shown in the figure 3. Let us have to complete like this. Now pour some dilute HCl solution in a beaker and switch on the current. So now pour dilute HCl solution and put on the current. What you can observe? Does the bulb glows in all cases? Let us see. Does the bulb glows? Yes. You will notice that the bulb glow only in acid solution. Okay. So this is an acid. So let us take in a glucose. Let us test like as an acid. Here we take an diluted cell. So now take another beaker and pour, not like an diluted cell, and pour a glucose water. So if, in that comparing these two beakers, so diluted cell is an acid, so it will be, so the current the bulb will be glow, and the bulb will not glow in the glucose water. So you will notice that the bulb glows only in acid solutions but not in glucose and alcohol solutions. Glowing of the bulb indicates that there is a flow of electric current through this solution. So in this solution, the current will be passed through this wires, okay, from this solution. So why? Because it will be an acid solution. So the positive ion that is nothing but a cation. Okay, the cation present in HCl solution. What is that? Here the positive ions is present in this HCl solutions. This suggests that the acid produces hydrogen ions. This acid produces the hydrogen ions in the solution, which are responsible for their acidic properties. In glucose and alcohol, the bulb did not glow, indicate in the absence of hydrogen ions. But with the presence of in a glucose and alcohol solution, there will be no hydrogen ions. That is nothing but a cation ions. So the bulb does not glow. So this acidic acid is attributed to the H plus ion produced by them in this solution. This is about how we test about that there is a presence of an acid in the diluted HCl and a glucose and alcohol solution. What we have learned in this about activity, we have learned that only the acidic solutions will be done. The bulb will be glow. Why? Because it has an hydrogen ions, that is nothing but an positive ions of an hydrogen ions, H plus, that is H plus ions. In the presence of glucose and alcohol solutions, there is absence of an hydrogen ions. There is no hydrogen ions to the glucose and alcohol solutions. So the bulb does not glow. Okay, this is about the reactions of acids. Okay, so these are about the properties of an acids. Now we have about the next on the next class we have discussed about properties of bases, how the bases will be reactants. So now up to now we have discussed about the acids and bases reaction with metal oxides, metal hydrogen carbonates, like that, and like that we have learned. So in the next class we have learned about the properties of bases. Okay.